Live, this is News Channel 8 at 5:30 on your side.
There's new rules on the way for teenagers living in Manatee County tonight. Good evening, everyone. I'm Josh Benson.
I'm Jennifer Lee. Thank you for joining us. County commissioners have given preliminary approval for a curfew because of rising crime rates among juveniles. News Channel 8's Ryan Arbogast joins us now live from Lakewood Ranch with the new rules for children under the age of 17. Ryan.
Jen, Josh, when the sun goes down, the Manatee County Sheriff's Office says that more than half the crimes reported are committed by minors, and they've arrested more than 400 just this year. Now, the reason for this is because there's too much crime in this community. Now, the commission says that they plan on adding a mandatory curfew to crack down on child offenders. A deadly shooting at the Bradenton Riverwalk in March. Burglaries, vandalism, and nearly 500 calls for service involving minors just this year.
Since COVID, we've seen a lot of kids that didn't necessarily get back into full-time school, didn't get back into in-person school, and it just seems like parents don't have as much control as they used to. So we're really just trying to get a handle on that situation.
A situation that prompted Manatee County Commissioner Amanda Ballard to propose a mandatory curfew. 11 p to 5 a during the week, 12 a to 5 during the weekend for anyone under the age of 17.
We've got a lot of teens that are, not being supervised, that are committing some crimes, and we want to make sure that our officers have the ability to figure out what's going on and hopefully stop some of those crimes before they start.
The county reached preliminary approval in a 6-1 vote Tuesday, following public comments at HQ from parents and educators.
With this being implemented, I can honestly say that I know my daughter would be safe. Say if she is coming from a movie, that somebody won't jack her on the way home. Curfew will work for that, sir.
The first offense, a written warning and trip back to mom and dad's. The second, a $50 fine. But this isn't about money. It's about making parents aware.
And you laugh about a written warning. It's more than just a written piece of paper warning, sir. It's accountability for the parents as well.
The county hopes the curfew works in two ways: protecting residents in public areas like malls, shopping centers, and parks, and helping young kids make the right choices.
It's kind of a dual-pronged thing, both for the good of the kids as well as for the people in the community who are having a lot of issues with crime.
Jen, Josh, an important reminder for parents and kids as well. This is not a one-size-fits-all mandatory curfew. There are exceptions for folks that are with a parent or guardian. They have work at late hours of the night, or they're at registered events at a venue like an amusement park. The county commission says they hope everything will take effect within the next few weeks. Reporting live in Manatee County, Ryan Arbogast, 8 on your side.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Josh Benson.
And I'm Paula Suro. Thanks for joining us for News Channel 8 on the CW Tampa Bay.
State and local law enforcement agencies confiscated nearly 250 illegal slot machines in Port Richey.
Yesterday, officers executed search warrants at several illegal gambling establishments they say operated as unauthorized casinos. News Channel 8's Nicole Rogers has the latest.
This week, several gaming establishments got one of these signs on the door saying police shut them down for good. Mixed emotions Tuesday as patrons walked up to gaming establishments in shock.
It's about time. They've been talking about it for a while now, but there's so many, I just didn't know when they were going to start shutting them down.
They were met with an empty room and this sign. It read, "This establishment has been closed permanently due to conducting illegal gaming operations." Justin Claffs says he's gotten lucky quite a few times at one of the establishments in Port Richey.
I've won thousands of dollars out of here sometimes.
The Florida Gaming Control Commission partnered with New Port Richey and Port Richey Police, confiscating 249 illegal slot machines and seizing nearly $200,000 in suspected gambling proceeds.
They're straight up slot machines. Totally illegal, totally unregulated by the state of Florida.
Some people don't agree with the laws the state has in place.
I think people should be able to do what they want to do with their money. They're not hurting the next man, but fair is fair.
Personally, I'm not into slot machines, but I don't think it should be illegal. I don't think gambling or drinking or anything like that should be illegal because these people are choosing to do that. And as long as they're not hurting anybody, that's their choice.
Others argue unregulated gaming operations can take advantage of people.
If you go to a regulated casino, they get inspected by the Gaming Commission and they have to pay out so much on those machines. These machines, they don't have to pay anything out. And unfortunately, they're stealing people's money and then causing people to lose their houses, be homeless, and they don't realize it. They just keep going back, trying to win their money back.
Now the police chief is asking for anyone who may know of any other illegal gambling establishments to give the police department a call. In Port Richey, Nicole Rogers, 8 on your side.
This is a copy of the notice sent to hundreds of residents living at 2 apartment complexes in St. Pete, the Elements on 3rd and the Morgan.
I thought it was just like a scam at first because I've never heard of such a thing.
The city saying they've exhausted all attempts to resolve the issue with Lauren Real Estate Holdings. The city saying in the notice, quote, regretfully, we have now reached a critical point that will impact utility services to all of the tenants.
Every month we're paying it, so why aren't they?
Samantha Kay lives at the Morgan and worries where her payments have gone.
The office sent an email saying they've been working diligently with the county, but if that were true, then we wouldn't be having these notices posted on our door.
It's just kind of shady, I'd have to say. Not really sure what's going on, and everyone's kind of left us in the dark.
Taylor Cahill lives at the Elements on 3rd. Not only did she receive a water shutoff notice, she also received one from Spectrum.
Just saying that they're not paying either, so between the Spectrum Wi-Fi, the cable, and the water, that might all get shut off.
A spokesperson from Lauren sent 8 on Your Side a statement saying in part, quote, payments for the outstanding water bills were sent late last week. We are waiting for the city's records to reflect receipt of the payments. That should occur well before the threatened deadline. A spokesperson for the city of St. Pete tells me they received partial payments. They say that they are committed to working with the company to try to get this resolved and help avoid any disruption for these residents. Josh.
Yeah, what an issue there. But there seems to be a discrepancy. Was the full amount paid here?
So I reached out to the company once the city says they only received a partial payment. I reached out to the company and said, did you pay partial? Did you pay the full balance? I didn't hear back. I also reached out to them and asked, what about the Spectrum bill? They didn't respond to that either. So really, they just sent me that initial statement and then didn't respond after that. Certainly, we're going to stay on top of this. The city also says they're going to forward me the full balance owed at the end of this week. So, of course, we'll keep everyone updated on that.
Yeah, a lot of people affected, no doubt. Melissa Marino live in St. Pete for us. Thanks so much.
The Jackson House Foundation will address the community in a news conference at the historic Jackson House in Tampa.
And it comes after part of the building that was once a safe haven for black travelers during segregation collapsed. 8 on Your Side, Jenna Bass is in Tampa with the latest.
The Jackson House in downtown Tampa played a significant role in Tampa's black history, but here, take a look behind me. You can see that it is now falling apart piece by piece. Over the weekend, a large portion of the siding on the second floor collapsed, causing a domino effect. Advocates say time is of the essence to renovate, especially with these latest deterioration developments. We're told Tampa's Community Redevelopment Agency pledged $1 million towards restoration efforts years ago, and additional money has since been raised.
We actually received a $1 million grant. And once we gave us that $1 million grant, it just stopped pouring in.
It's incredible.
It stopped pouring in. Money stopped coming. And our board decided we weren't going to ask people in the community for money until they could see something.
The issue, though, is not a financial one. It's a matter of securing an architect for the job.
The issue is not about money. It's about moving forward with the renovation. And so the Jackson House Foundation has promised that they are soon going to hire a construction company and architect to go in and save it. And so I'm hopeful that they'll do that.
The house is one of the last surviving black history structures in the downtown Tampa area. The landmark, a stark reminder of our city's past.
People would arrive at Tampa Union Station, and if you were black, you couldn't stay in white hotels. So there were 2 places in Tampa where black people could stay. And one of them was they literally walked across the street from Tampa Union Station to the Jackson House.
There's a press conference happening a little later this afternoon to lay out what happens next for the Jackson House. We'll definitely keep you posted online and on our WFLA app. For now, we're in Tampa. Jenna Bass, 8 on Your Side.
Baker Mayfield is back at practice after sitting out with a hand injury at the end of last week. The Bucs are also adding some more depth at the quarterback position ahead of the new season. Yesterday, they signed 10-year NFL veteran Teddy Bridgewater. Most recently, he played with the Detroit Lions. Head coach Todd Bowles says he's very happy to bring in a player that adds depth and experience.
He brings us a wealth of experience at that spot. Obviously, we don't have it. Kyle's been here a few years, but he hadn't really played. Obviously, we have the new guy just coming in, so we need the extra arm. We think we need some experience in that room, and the more experience, the better.
All right, we're ready to have you here, Teddy. The team says it is possible for Bridgewater to take some snaps this weekend when they take on the Tennessee Titans for the first game of the preseason. Hey, you can watch that game and 2 more preseason games right on News Channel 8. Saturday's kickoff is at 7:30, and our coverage starts 30 minutes before at 7 o'clock.